So I went ahead and built the hurdle, right? I call this the hurdle and the ladder. Of course, all of this is kind of open to interpretation, and so you don't have to follow and do exactly what I'm doing. But this tutorial is to show exactly how I built my game, right? So I'm going to go ahead and show you each part piece by piece, but of course feel free to make use of your artistic license and do whatever it is that you want, right? So the next part of this this obby would be the tightrope. Is what I call the tightrope. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add a part. Maybe I could just take this guy here and duplicate him, and then move him out. Okay, so move him out here. And the way the tightrope is going to work is it's going to be just this very thin little block that the player is going to need to navigate from one end to the other end. It's almost going to be invisible, right? And so that looks good. The placement looks a little bit off, so I'm going to move him this way. And of course we want to make sure all of these parts are anchored. Okay, so I noticed that the tightrope that I just made is here. No, that's good. So let's go ahead and make sure all of these parts are anchored. Highlight all of them here that are in level 1.5 and press anchor. And then from here, what's going to happen is I'm going to have these special blocks that have destroy blocks on the sides of them. Okay. So what I'm going to do is create a block, move it on up. Okay. Move it over to the right location. I'm going to scale it a bit. I'm going to make it yellow. And I'm going to surround it with kill blocks. And so, yeah, maybe I could just go ahead and duplicate this guy. Come over to, go to move, scale, make it look like that, change his brick color to red, put collisions back on, and put him right on the side there. I'm going to duplicate that guy again and put him also on the other side. So this is the block that we're going to be using for the next portion here, and these three are going to be grouped together. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight them all, right click, group, and call it my platform. So I'm going to take that platform and put it into my level 1 folder. And now what I can do is I can duplicate it, right? I'm going to turn collisions off when I duplicate, just so that life is easier here. I will duplicate and move him this way. And now what I want to have here are kind of rotating, like alternating setup. So first I'm going to have it pointing this way, and then, and then I'm going to have it pointing this way. Okay, just to change things up and see if it causes any issues, right? So that's what I'm going to do there. And I'm just going to do that again and again and again. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that one, shift click on this one, so I have them both selected, then duplicate, and then I can move them on out. And so the part that gets frustrating for people playing the game on this portion, I would feel, is that the edges that kill or that destroy the player are almost indistinguishable from the bottom, which is red. So it can get kind of frustrating getting through this little obby here. Duplicate, move it on out. Okay, and from here, maybe I could do one more. And from here, let's go ahead and put a spawn location. Okay. So let's grab this spawn location. We'll duplicate him, and we'll change him to spawn location number 6, and put him in the right place. Which is going to be a little difficult, but hopefully by now you've gotten used to how to move things around in this 3-dimensional space. Maybe not as well as I have, maybe even better, right? So then for this one, we don't want to make it transparent because, because then we won't be able to, we wouldn't be able to see it. Man, where is that guy? So I'm going to go ahead and change this brick color to yellow, and then change his transparency back to 0. And now it might be easier to place him where we want to place him. Right? And that's it. So why don't you go ahead and get that done on your side, and then we'll move on to the next portion.